Go.
All right, so today we're going to do Today I Feel Silly and Other Moods That Make My Day. The main theme of this book is feelings, go figure. So the projects we're going to want to do with the kids and the discussion is really going to be about the range of feelings we have, that it's okay to be sad, but to know, it's a temporary situation. If you're angry, are you going to be angry for weeks and weeks on end? No, it's a temporary feeling. So we're going to talk about all the different feelings we have, and then kind of how to discuss ways for us to feel, how to change those feelings for the better. So if you're upset or you're sad, what can you do yourself to make yourself feel better? And so we're going to go into that. This book has a plethora of information on the Project Cornerstone website. It is like a gold mine. I had so much fun going through. I'm like, I have a stack of paper. I don't want to overwhelm you, so I won't. But I suggest specifically for this book, really go and look at all the different things. Grade levels, classes, everyone has a different vibe in their classroom. There's something for everyone on the site. So please take a look. So the lesson goals that they came up with were really interesting for this one. So our thing is to empower students to practice specific skills they can use to influence their emotional responses. So we really want them to realize that their emotions and their feelings are their own, and they can change them as they will. So they can make that decision to say, I'm not going to be sad today. I'm going to do this which makes me happy, and kind of work around that. On the site, there are 50 words that describe feelings. So this is really good to have in class. So I would suggest when you walk in, of course we say, hello, I'd say I'm Mrs. McPherson, or most of them know me as Miss Jenny. Say, I'm Miss Jenny. Remember, I'm here. I'm your caring adult. I'm your reader. We're going to have fun today. We're going to learn about feelings and just kind of reinforce, it's going to be over break. We're gone. They haven't seen us for over a month. So just kind of give them that, maybe talk about what'd you do over break. Give just a little icebreaker to kind of get them back in. And then we can talk about the feelings. And we want them to have a lot of different adjectives for it and kind of know what they're saying. So this one just gives you kind of some of them. You can have them give faces. So you can say, oh, let's talk about words that are happy. So you can do happy, excited, eager, joyful, on top of the world. So just kind of give them and have them try to do some faces to kind of get into the feeling. Confused, you could do puzzled, mixed up, distracted, tired. We want them to have as much vocabulary about their feelings as possible, because that's going to help them identify those feelings quicker as they keep going through the program and in their daily life. So this is a printable on the site, and it's listed under 50 words that describe feelings. So I would highly suggest that. And you could do, they had a few examples. I didn't bring it with me because we're going to focus a little bit on something different, but they had things from the movie Inside Out. Inside Out. And so they did it on a poster board, but you could do it on the whiteboard or whatever, and they drew like the faces. So they had like the angry face, and then they kind of had situations that happen when you're angry, like what makes you angry? My sister stole my toy. So you can do it that way. So you can take the emotion and then say what makes you feel those ways, and kind of work that way. And so that's what this is. So it's just showing your feelings. So you can have them do that. That would be good probably for younger kids, like TK, K1, 2. So that's just another option you have.
The feelings charts in the playground parents.
It's on the playground parents. Yeah, so they have all of that there too.
Yeah, there's a clipboard in the office for playground parents that has the feelings chart poster. You can borrow that if you want.
Yes. And then we also have like the coping skills, which is how to deal with these feelings, what you can do. So if you're, to take care of yourself, you can eat healthy food, you can sleep well. Like if you feel like you're just kind of irritable, you can say, oh, well, did you eat breakfast this morning? Oh, I skipped breakfast. Well, maybe if you eat breakfast, that will help you not be so irritable. Or did you go to sleep on time last night? Like, did you fight your mom and dad? Well, maybe that's why you're yawning and you're not able to stay awake in class. So kind of give them different things. Keep a positive attitude. You could do that in class. And again, you have to look at the students that you are teaching, that you are caring for. Because I know I'm in a first grade classroom, and we have some conflicts in there. And so for me, I kind of focus on positive attitude, kind of how to help someone who's upset. Those are the things that I would work on with that specific class, because I know that that's what they need. And so that's why this is another thing. It's on the website. Do things you enjoy. So if you're upset, you can laugh. Just start laughing. You'll feel better. Trust me. I do it with my kids because I have 3 and they drive me crazy. So sometimes I'll just start laughing, and then it releases that tension. Sing, hang out with friends, play a game. And if you can do that, if you say, hey, you know what? You guys are looking a little low. Let's sing a song. I know you could sing Let It Go. Believe me, I'm heading to Disneyland. I'm going to be hearing it all day. But you could say, you know, let's sing a few verses of Let It Go. How do you feel after that? Better? Well, there you go. So those are the things that you can talk about. And I think it's important to do a lot of this discussion prior to reading this book, because all the emotions are in the book. So if you kind of talk about them more and kind of get them thinking about, okay, yeah, when I'm happy, these things happen, and I look like this, it'll get them thinking more as you read. And then this I thought was great, especially for older kids. If you write it on the whiteboard, it's okay to feel everything you feel. They need to know that what they feel, they're allowed to feel that way. Other people can't direct what we feel. That's just how we are. If we feel sad today, guess what? We feel sad today. And others can try to help us feel better, but you know what? It's okay to feel sad. It's our feeling. So they need to know that it's okay to feel what they're feeling. And especially, I think, as you get older, there's a lot more mixed emotions, there's a lot more discussion, there's a lot more peer pressure, peer influence. And so the more we can give them to understand that it's okay to feel upset and be down and not have to be bubbly and happy like your friends are today, it's okay. So that's an important one. I would write that on the board for 3rd, 4th, 5th graders for sure. And then this one is, I think this should be in every classroom. This is the understand and care. So this is for you to deal with your friends, yourself even, even teachers need this sometimes, you know? You can tell when your teacher's not having a good day, and students can pick up on that. So the understanding and caring is watch and listen to the person. If you're sitting there and you're chatting away and you're looking at your friend and she's kind of looking away and not focusing, that's an interesting tell. You can see something's wrong. Remember when you have felt the same way. So empathize. Say, oh yeah, she's not happy right now. Maybe, you know, oh, I bet it's because of this. And then you can empathize with that. Imagine how you might feel in their position. Ask what that person is feeling, and then show what you care. Show that you care. So really look at the person, think about how they're feeling, how you would feel there, and then how you and acknowledge that. Acknowledge that they're upset. Acknowledge that they're not feeling the best, and then show them that you care and you can talk to me. So this is big. This is basically what we do as Project Cornerstone teachers. We go out and we show them that we care and we show them that we're listening. So this is a big one, and it will definitely help. Again, it's all on their website to pull down. And this one's an interesting one. I'm not going to go into it very much, but the Today I Feel Silly is the book that we have, the Blue Day book for kids, which was the previous book. You'll see a lot of the paperwork says the Blue Day book or Today I Feel Silly. The Blue Day book is out of print, but this came from the Blue Day book. It was one of their things, but it also works with Today I Feel Silly. And so it just, you know, accept and name your feelings. Say to yourself, I am sad, I am scared, I am, you know, it could be a writing exercise, especially for the older kids if you really want to delve into that, or if they want to use this as a frame of, you know, a journal entry. You know, I don't know if 5th graders are writing journals at home anymore. I used to, I don't know, now it's probably on a blog somewhere, but they can use that as a frame to kind of get their feelings out and write it down. And I would tell them, especially the kids that are older, writing out how you feel makes you feel better. So if you're having a really bad day but you can't verbalize it or you don't want to tell someone, write it down. It will make you feel better. It is a very good coping mechanism. This is a mood meter. This is similar to kind of what we're going to be getting at. This is really good for younger kids. Again, it's similar to like the Inside Out, where kids could draw like an angry face and then draw an action about what's making them angry. So it's just a pie chart. So it could be, and again, this is on their website. So you could do like a happy face, and then they could be playing ball with dad or mom. Or then you could do like a confused face, and it could be letters or homework. You just, whatever they're feeling. And so that's kind of doing that. And then you can kind of show what makes you feel better. If you're angry, what makes you feel better? Running, playing, singing, all those things. So that's what you can use the wheel for. Again, this is another Blue Day book idea, but at the same time, I think it's great, especially for older kids or kids like my second grader loves to cook. So this is a recipe to cure a blue day. So you write the ingredients. So it would be, stub my toe, got a bad grade, all of those things. Anything that you can put in here, do that. And then instructions. So stub my toe, put a Band-Aid on it. Feel better. Study harder. Read another book. Different things, kind of how to put it all together to take what happened and turn it into a good recipe for something that you want, the outcome you want. So I thought that was cute. Again, probably for older kids, and it is on the website. All right, so now, what do you think? Should we read the book and then do this, or do you think, they didn't
Whatever
know.
you want.
Well, I'll just do this since it'll be easier. So, I'll stand to look at this side, right? Okay. Don't want to go off camera. So, the bullseye here is basically, there's a few ways to do it. You could do the hula hoop, and what you want is to let kids know inside the hula hoop, you control what's inside. So what do you think is inside here? What do kids control? Their feelings, themselves, their behavior, their ideas. Those are things that they can control. Outside the hula hoop, they can't control. They can't control the weather, so they can't control where they go out to recess. Other people, other people's behaviors, other people's ideas. Those are things that they cannot control. So giving them the visual of, I can control everything in here. That's a lot. I control this. Outside, I can't control that. So I'm going to focus on this. You want to focus what's on inside the hula hoop. And so to do that, there's a few things, and I'm going to leave this in the office when it's time in January, so you guys can use it. I use sickies, and the hula hoops will be there too. Younger kids might like the hula hoop idea a little bit better, like, oh, and let them try the hula hoop, and they can say, hey, I control how I play. I control what I wear today. Well, some kids may not. My 3, I don't really let them choose that much. So what I did is I wrote a bunch of things, and again, this is on the website. I will leave a copy though of this attached to this in the office. But it has all the different things they can feel. And so what you can do is you could say, okay, hand people stickies. Especially for the older kids, you could say, okay, here's all your stickies, and have them read it out loud. Saying, okay, other people's actions. Is that inside the circle or outside the circle? Can you control it? Other people's actions? No. So then you would stick it. Most of these are on the outside here. There's a lot of those. Let's see. My play. Can you control your own play? So you just kind of go through and stick it. You can, again, if you have time, it's hard. We are stuck to a timeline. So that's why I'm giving you as many options as possible. But again, you have to see your class. If your teacher gives you extra time, like Mrs. Amato, I could go for 2 hours and she would not care. She loves it. She sees the benefit of it. So she'll let me go for as long as I want. So I could do 10 different things and make it really worth it. But there's other classrooms where you have a tight schedule. And in that time, you have to really kind of think, how's this going to work? So for me, I would they are first grade, but you know what? Most of them write really well. So I could say, write down a few things or draw a picture. What can you control? Draw a picture of it, and we can put the sticky up. You know, and then, or again, for the younger kids, the TK kids, you could read it off. Say, oh, my effort in class. Is that my control or is that someone else's control? And like, that's mine. So then you just stick it on there. So again, you just have to kind of see where your class is at. But this is a very good visual of showing them, this is you and this is the outside world. And that will really help them be able to define and accept those feelings and knowing, you know, things out of my control shouldn't make me feel bad. They're not in my control. I can't control how I feel about that. It affects me, right? If your parents are fighting and they're mad, are you mad or are you feeling they're mad? They're being mad, right? It affects you, but it's not your emotion. You're not mad, but it affects you. So you have to kind of explain to them, this is what you can control. You can feel sad that your parents are mad, but you're not feeling that they're mad. That's over here. That's something you can't control. You can't help them with that. So that's why it's a good visual for, I think, all grades at this point. Eileen, anything else to add to that?
Just that I think the basic thing is to help the kids understand and identify that there are many different feelings. And if you can keep it as simple as that, especially for the younger kids, that just that there are a lot of feelings and all feelings are okay, that in and of itself is a great foundation for kids. Because even though we as adults may already recognize that, a lot of kids may not. So that in and of itself with this book is enough. I think with the number of kids in some of the older classes, it's great to get them writing in this and that, but if it's a time thing, sometimes just reading those statements and say raise your hand if you think it's outside or inside, it gets everyone to participate in a very non-threatening, easy way, because you're just raising your hand. So I think just connecting feelings, experiences, and that concept is really important for January's lesson.
Yes, January. Yeah. January. So I will read real quick. Today I Feel Silly by Jamie Lee Curtis and illustrated by Laura Cornell. So I have read this to my kids since it came out. So I love this book. And again, if you have more time, you can have them do the facial expressions as they go along with the different feelings in the book. Today I feel silly. Mom says it's the heat. I put rouge on the cat and gloves on my feet. I ate noodles for breakfast and pancakes at night. I dressed like a star and was quite a sight. Today my mood's bad. I feel grumpy and mean. I picked up my room. It still isn't clean. I forgot to feed Franny and water the fern. And the cocoa I'm making is starting to burn. Today I am angry, you'd better stay clear. My face is all pinched and red ear to ear. My friends had a play date, they left me out. My feelings are hurt, I want to shout. And you can show, she's angry. What color do you see on the page? This book is a really good one to talk through as you're reading it. Like, oh, she's really angry. How do you know she's angry? Really show the facial expressions, especially for the younger kids. They pick up on that pretty well. So just kind of talk through the book and say, yeah, she looks angry. Today I am joyful. My mood is first rate. My friend's sleeping over. She said she can't wait. My freckles are popping. The sun is so bright. I ran in the relay with all of my might. Today I'm confused. My life's getting hairy. Sam says he's my boyfriend, but he also likes Mary. My mom told my father he might be a dad. I might get a brother. I'm not sure I'm glad. My kids could definitely attest to this one. No more kids. And you can ask, like, how would you feel in that situation? Would you be excited that you're having a brother or sister? Or, again, just bring it back to the feelings. Today I am quiet. My mom understands. She gave me 2 ice creams and then we held hands. We went to the movies and then had a bite. I cried a little and felt all right. Today I'm excited. There's so much to do. I'm going to sell cookies and lemonade too. I'm starting a club to go clean up the park. And I've got a big crush on my teacher named Mark. Today I am cranky, so nothing seems right. I have diarrhea and broke my new kite. Always back to that. You're gonna, yeah. Be prepared for that one. Mom dyed her hair orange. My dad shaved his beard. My tooth came in crooked. My family is weird. Today I am lonely. I feel so small. My auntie's away. I wish that she'd call. My mom's working late and my dad has the flu. And although I've got stuff, I've got nothing to do. So this is a good one. Say, if you feel sad, you don't have anything to do, what can you do? What can you do to make yourself feel better in this situation? So again, bring it back and kind of see what they say. Or you can give them suggestions like, would you go read a book? And you can say thumbs up or thumbs down, kind of give them that option. Today I am happy, I'm walking on air. I learned how to knit and to French braid my hair. I did my first solo in hip hop and jazz. This day's been so great, I am full of pizzazz. Today I'm discouraged and frustrated, see. I tried rollerblading and fell on my knee. I really want straight hair, but mine is curly Q. Should I cut it or grow it? Oh, what should I do? Today I am sad, my mood's heavy and gray. There's a frown on my face and it's been there all day. My best friend and I had a really big fight. She said that I tattled, and I know that she's right. So again, how can you make yourself feel better in that situation? Can you go tell your friend you're sorry and you shouldn't have done that? You can do that. Today my mood's great, it's the absolute best. I rode a two-wheeler and passed my math test. I played soccer at recess and we won the game. I sang in the show and my parents both came. I'd rather feel silly, excited, or glad than cranky or grumpy, discouraged, or sad. But moods are just something that happen each day. Whatever I'm feeling inside, it's okay. And then how do you feel today? I don't think our books have, do they have the...
I don't know.
They probably do. So it's broken, obviously. I used the library book. I didn't grab one of the other books. But it had all things, so the eyes are different, the mouth does different things, and so it kind of goes around. So you can show a couple of them if we have it. I think
I'm sure they're brand new books.
I think they do. But so it's just a little, the little wheel. So you can kind of show them, oh, what is this face? What is that? What would make you feel that? So another way to end the book. So that's it for this one. Do you have any questions?